Hey, all, good morning. It looks like we have made it. We are in our countdown of looking at all 32 teams heading into the NFL season before it kicks off on Thursday, September 5th. And today is the 32nd team, the Washington Commanders, as we finish up the last division, the NFC East. The Commanders' 2023 season was something of a disaster. Sam Howell showed some promise at times as a passer, but the line just couldn't hold up. The defense couldn't hold up either. They struggled to 4 wins and the number 2 overall pick, which spelled the end for Ron Rivera and led them bringing in Dan Quinn as the new head coach. As I mentioned, the Commanders are starting over at quarterback this season. They let Jacoby Brissett leave. He went to the Patriots. They traded Howell to the Seattle Seahawks. They also lost Antonio Gibson, who signed it with the Patriots, and Curtis Samuel, who signed with Buffalo Bills. But they brought in pieces too. They brought in some familiar faces from Dallas in Tyler Badass and Dante Fowler Jr. They added Jeremy Chin to fill the void in the defensive backfield. They also brought in Austin Eckler from the Chargers. He ran for 4,355 yards and 39 touchdowns, catching 440 passes in 7 seasons with the Chargers. But it was the draft where they made their big move using the number 2 overall pick to snag Jaden Daniels as the new quarterback. In 2 seasons with LSU, he threw for 6,725 yards, 57 touchdowns. They also got him some weapons. They grabbed tight end Ben Sinnott and receiver Luke McCaffrey. The Commanders used a second-round pick on defensive tackle Jerzahan Newton to kind of give them a big cog up front in that Dan Quinn defense. How will Daniels fare as a rookie? That is a big fantasy question. He has some good skills. I think he has some fantasy upside. Could even explode into the QB1 range with his rushing ability. I like him better as a QB2 in 2024. He's got great dynasty upside either way. In the backfield, it's Eckler and Robinson kind of competing for touches. Brian Robinson, an unsung hero for them last year. I think he's going to be more of the grinder, while Eckler is more of a weapon. I think both of them could finish in the RB3 range. In the passing game, Terry McLaurin leads the way. He was wide receiver at 31 last year, but I think he can top that in 2024. I like him as a low-end wide receiver too. Jahan Dotson, De'Ami Brown figure to have roles. I like Dotson a little bit better of the two, but still have him kind of in that wide receiver 5 range. Brown is a guy I'm watching, though. He has some early chemistry with Daniels, and it is kind of a wide open receiver room. So always a chance he could take a step up. At tight end, they have veteran Zach Ertz to pair with Sinnott. I like both to contribute, but I think Sinnott is a great dynasty ad and will be the better tight end by the end of the season. I like him to finish in tight end 2 range. So what all does that mean for this Commanders team? Well, I actually kind of low key I'm interested in the Commanders. We've seen a lot of people talking about the potential for the Chicago Bears to take a big step forward with Caleb Williams, but we haven't seen as many people talking about the Washington Commanders yet. I think the Commanders could be in that 7-9 win range. I think they could be frisky. I think they could be a little bit more fun. I don't think they're a playoff team yet. I don't think they'll leapfrog the Cowboys to be second in the division either, but I think they will be a more fun team to watch and a little bit more competitive. I like the energy that Quinn is bringing on defense, and I like the potential of Jaden Daniels. So I'm excited